What is up, everyone? This is JMO76. Welcome to the Gaming Nation, and we are bringing you another edition of Rim Bites, Everything RimWorld. Today we are going to be looking at easy base building for the early game. So easy base building for the early game, our big focus for today. And before we get into it, if people would be interested in liking and subscribing the video, if you're enjoying the content, I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much for the support. All right, so first and foremost, one of the things you'll notice with this particular build, the floors do not look great. Well, as a matter of fact, they actually look terrible. And they look terrible for a reason, because they are terrible. And part of the reason behind that is because the area that I have decided to build an easy build base, all of this is actually built over existing runes from this map. So the areas where we have cement, the areas where we have wood, those are additions. However, the rest of it, we used runes based on the map. So things like this, and we simply filled in the area. There was a very large rune that was already here. It is a great place to actually start with your base build for the simple fact that what you can do is you can piece together the walls. So you can see I've got three different materials here. I've got steel walls, sandstone walls, and you piece that together, you build it together because the structure already exists. And so what you're allowing yourself to do is build a starting location, and then once you've got that and you're sealed in, you know you're going to be safe and protected for the night. So when I started the map, I actually started in this area right here. This was a separate section. This was a separate section. I brought everything together, built the walls, brought in the doors, sealed everything up, and you can still see that there's a lot of damage to a number of the existing walls. But this gives me a really quick starting point on a tough map where you know it's going to be cold or it's going to be hot, there's going to be seasons, there's going to be a lot of animal enemies. And so right away it gives you a great opportunity for where to start by getting a safe zone established quickly. Once you get that done, then it becomes all of the other things, the necessities like building your fields, and you have to have the potato plants, the corn plants, and the rice plants ready to go really quickly. Then you get into your research, and ultimately you're going to need to get your turbines up and running and your batteries. And obviously your coolers are absolutely crucial. But the nice thing about this in terms of a quick build is it allows you to take existing materials and very quickly convert those into workable space. One thing you definitely want to do though, make sure that if you are using existing structures that you do also add the appropriate amount of steel columns so that you don't get buildings that fall in. And you can move things around as you go. Right, so this area is slowly being transformed into something else as I build it. One thing you don't really want to do early in the game, waste a lot of good materials like steel and wood, depending on your map, on finishing your floor. You don't want to do that. You want to do that later. Or if you have some really pesky people who like beauty, then you might need to do it a little bit quicker. But don't do things you don't necessarily need to do early on in the game. Another thing here, this is still a remnant. I left it up just to demonstrate it. I didn't have the supplies at the time to build a proper light, so I did go with the campfire. Campfires are great because they do throw a lot of light, which is absolutely wonderful. This was a table, a marble table I scavenged from another area up here, I believe, if memory serves. And again, I brought it down. Some of the urns were already there, the sandstones urn. You pull them out from one area, you put them into another area. And obviously you have to remember certain things, like don't forget to put down your party spots and your marriage spots and your meditation spots. I, in fact, put a meditation spot beside everyone's bed. Just because I think it's one easy way for them to like their space a little bit more. So there's a lot of easy things that you can do early game to make your life a lot easier and help the base building process and make that a lot quicker. So as you can see, this base has a lot of work to be done. but just a really quick and easy way to start things very successfully so that you can get a strong start to the game and then focus more on the cosmetics later, rather than wasting a lot of resources on cosmetics and building in areas where you're going to have a lot of resources to put into it. As you can see, you just don't have the time and the space, and with only 5 people, it's really difficult to do. All right, so that is going to wrap up this edition of Rim Bites. Thank you so much for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I love making videos, and every time you like, subscribe, and comment, it gives me another reason to make some more. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.